everybody. Welcome to this Vagrien channeling video. Today I'm going to be channeling Vagrien based upon an Ask Vagrien question. The Ask Vagrien series is a service I have on my website where you can go and type in a question. There's a form that you can fill out. I'll put the link in the description of this video. And you can submit your question to be asked to Vagrien, and then I'll do a video like this and pop it up here on YouTube. So make sure to subscribe and to hit the bell icon if you do ask a question to make sure that you do see the answer here. We did live channeling sessions last week on April 12th and 13th. And the videos for that are now up on the website in a new section of the website called Video. And you can buy those premium videos there, or you can just watch all of my free content there. I think I have over 100, 200, something like that, videos available for you to watch directly on my website or here on YouTube. I love to give you guys free content. And also, if you are interested and miss those live sessions, you can purchase your copies of those sessions there. We are going to be doing some new live sessions in May. The dates as of right now seem to be May 2nd and May 30th. So go over to events and pick up your tickets for those sessions with the special early bird prices. There are going to be new questions at those sessions. There's going to be new interactions, a larger group. So make sure you get your tickets before they sell out. And also, because this is a theme that has been coming up lately with a lot of people I've been speaking to, with my new coaching clients, with people that I've been speaking to in my friendship circles, etc., I want you guys to know that I still have a course available to you called the Self-Love Odyssey Toolkit. And that's a 15-module course that will take you through all of the tools and tricks I have to cultivate self-love. Self-love is one of the cornerstones of Unity Consciousness, because if you can't love yourself, you really can't love anybody else. So do please head over to my website and check that out. It's still on sale for $200 off the original price. And eventually I will be migrating it directly to my website around September. So if you're interested in checking it out on the Thinkific platform, then go ahead and get that course right now. So you get your 15 modules. And then when it migrates to my website, of course, you're going to have access to it there as well. So that's it for now. I'm going to get right ahead and answer one of these questions and see what is around. So John says, I love my life. I love being John. I understand and accept that this human personality is temporary and that the soul level, we are all one. Yet in the non-physical, there seems to be individuation, as here. Vagrien, Abraham, the Ascended Masters Club, Christ, Buddha, etc. So is it turtles all the way down? I'm not sure what that expression means, John, but I'm going to look it up. I love the diversity. I love the options, but I can't imagine anything greater than life as me here on planet Earth. Well, John has a great handle on self-love, so I love that about this question. I don't understand those who want to ascend or get out of here. Can you help me understand the distinction between the distinction of being one, yet many individuals? Okay, so the main meat of this question is in the last line. And I believe that's what Vagrien will address. And it is actually really interesting that this is a theme that I channeled on last week, because I have a program coming up. It's still in the works. It's a collaboration with some other really amazing channels. So that I'm going to announce eventually, but the theme of that is ascension. And Vagrien's part in that project is going to be explaining properly this question, which is like, how are we both individuations and unity consciousness simultaneously? And also, what is the importance of individuation in unity consciousness? So the question here, again, from John is, can you help me understand the distinction of being one, yet many individuals? I'm going to go ahead and channel on this now, and then see you on the other end. Good now to you. We are pleased to be meeting with you in this fashion, once again, in this form. And we are excited to touch upon this question. It is one that stirs many concepts, many ideas, and much of the understanding of isness, of all that is, can be gleaned from the starting point of how am I one and simultaneously what seems to be a portion of existence, individuation permeates my experience, and yet there is a knowing or a sense that oneness is what is. All that can be is, all that is, isness is what is. And so all is necessary. The fact that you seem to have an individuated perception, a point of view towards the rest of existence, is in place because if it were not, then infinity would not be completed. We attempt to explain this. We attempt to divide this in words. And we are aware of the limitations that we have in sharing this information with words. For every time we attempt to share it, there remains the residue of the permanence or the persistence of your human experience. So it remains theoretical, it remains abstract when we say that the reason why anything is because if it were not, infinity or all that is would not be complete. The most habitual action or behavior or thought process of a human mind is to give importance to or assign levels of importance to different ideas or things or units. In doing so, causing separation. Because no one thing has more importance than any other, or no one idea has more importance than any other, and no more importance does any perception or perspective have than any other. So, human consciousness, the ability you have to individuate, to have perspective, to look in one direction, your sense organs, your ability to perceive of the world from one what seems to be location, it makes you think it's important. But it is no more important than any other aspect of consciousness that does not have sense perception. That does not mean it is not precious, that it should not be celebrated by you, and we applaud or validate your sense of contentment in being yourself in this form, and agree that the concept of ascending outside of this form or being other than what you are is not necessary, is not better, as there is no hierarchy to any such thing. There is no better than what is in this now. In fact, what is in this now is always the ultimate and best that can be. So the truth is, you do not need to resolve individuation and oneness. We will give the analogy of your human body as you can understand it. When you stub your toe, it is clear there is a surface area that has the sense perceptions that has been injured, that sends through your nervous system to your brain so that you can be aware of it, the sensation of pain. Your brain, your body then responds by sending blood flow to that area to cushion, to heal, to begin the process of reparation in the form of inflammation or swelling, sending its nutrients, sending its oxygen. As it swells, you get more information about what has occurred. Your toe, or the most minute surface area of the skin on your toe, is having an experience. The allness, the oneness of what you are, is having an experience. But you in some way have the knowing to not separate the concept of your toe from the rest of your body. Humans in some way are those individual toes and have managed to separate themselves from the body of the isness of all that is, but only conceptually. Because everything you do affects everything around you. Everything that occurs to you occurs to everything around you. Your experiences, your life affects and impacts all that is around you. It affects the world. Your choices, your decisions, your interactions are not in a vacuum. In the same way, the body could not balance itself and could not perhaps walk without a fully functioning toe. The body of the existence of all that is cannot walk, cannot function without you. And yes, eventually, you, as you are, will have your experience of the cessation of your body. But the energy that you are is eternal. And existence could not be without it. Yes, it is the most pleasant way to move through existence by being in love with your current incarnation, being in love with your current experience of self. And the heart knowing of that oneness can only aid in your pleasure and joy of that experience, can help you to release that sense of loneliness or isolation, knowing that in the same way, when you stub your toe, you will take action to cure it, to comfort it, to soothe it, to perhaps put ice on it or seek medical aid. That when you yourself are in struggle or have need or perceived need of something or another, that you are sending signals via the nervous system to the universal brain, the mechanism that manages all that is, calling in help, calling in your new needs to be met, to be fulfilled. And that help is on the way. So you are never alone. And if you perceive of the toe next to you to be in competition with you, well, that is not going to be helpful for sharing a shoe, or the elimination of that toe as your competition would not aid in the overall wellness of all that is. When you begin to see yourself as the precious being that you are, and begin to see all other selves as the precious beings that they are in their individuation, and the differences between you as absolutely necessary in order for the functioning of all that is, and that you in your way can support any other self that you find in the ways that you believe that you can support them, because they are simply you, just another area of the body, another branch of the tree, another leaf, another version. Then eventually you will see all as the light that it is. You will see all as one. And then you will have total freedom to be your individuation. Because if all is one and all is needed, then all is already accepted, loved, cherished, precious. And if you knew that about yourself and about all others, deep within yourself, deep in the way that it is, then how could there ever be any conflict or anything other than ultimate peace? We hope that this has helped to shed some light on what is not a conflict of concepts, but is the key and the cornerstone to your understanding of unity consciousness. Unity is achieved only through the individuation, knowing that it is part of the whole. We leave you with the light and the love of 1,000 suns. Anai. Okay, everyone. Well, there you have it. I hope that was helpful, John, and thank you very much for your questions. Anyone who has a question, please head over to my website and ask your question there. There are new events coming up in May 2nd and May 30th. Check out the Self-Love Odyssey Toolkit if that's something that's exciting for you. And as always, I'm here to answer any comments. Please subscribe, like, and hit the bell icon so that we can catch up again soon. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.